Greetings from our channel again. Imagine being a celebrity and having everything fall apart in a flash. After almost 40 years of happiness, your loving wife dies, and your parents are brutally killed. This is not a screenplay for a film, rather, it is the agonizing reality that Dallas's star, Patrick Duffy, had to deal with. Duffy suffered unspeakable tragedy during the height of his fame, when everyone was following him every move. But despite such severe shocks, what got this man to stand up? How could a television personality remain so composed in the face of such a devastating loss? In addition to being a tale of success and celebrity, Patrick Duffy's life is also one of resiliency and self-discovery in the face of severe trauma. Press the subscribe button and come along as we reveal the lesser-known details of the man who changed television and made a lasting impression on the public. Early life. On March 17, 1949, Patrick Duffy was born in Townsend, Montana, a small hamlet that was surrounded by a strong sense of community despite being distant from the bustle of the city. Terrence and Marie Duffy, his parents, were neither well-known nor influential businesspeople. They were merely industrious individuals who operated a neighborhood pub. However, it was in this modest environment that Duffy learnt the fundamentals of life: perseverance, hard work, and, above all, compassion and unity. Neither the glitz of the city nor contemporary comforts were present in Duffy's early years. He was raised in a tight-knit neighborhood where everybody knew one another and helped one another out when things became tough. Patrick's open, affable, and sympathetic personality, traits he would take with him throughout his life, were shaped in part by the warmth and simplicity of Montana living. Patrick's love for the performing arts became apparent after his family relocated to Everett, Washington. Patrick Duffy's adolescence was anything but tranquil, as evidenced by his interest in extracurricular activities and his acting prowess at Cascade High School. In addition to being an active member of the theatrical club, he was also well known at sporting events and cultural gatherings. However, as fate would have it, Duffy's first passion was for the swimming pool rather than the stage. His aim was to swim professionally. However, he had to drastically alter his course after suffering a serious injury, which put an abrupt end to his sporting aspirations. As if by fate, Duffy chose to follow his passion for acting after the world of acting opened up to him. The artistic future of Patrick Duffy was established during his time at the University of Washington. He acquired experience and a greater comprehension of the stage there in addition to receiving official acting instruction. Despite the fact that the path ahead would not be simple, Duffy was prepared to start a new journey after graduating with a degree in drama in 1971. But Duffy didn't have a warm welcome in life. His first setback came shortly after graduating when he had a serious vocal cord injury that prevented him from acting for a while. Duffy made the decision to remain involved in the arts by serving as an interpretation for orchestras, ballet, and opera in the state of Washington. In addition to keeping him connected to the performing arts, this position helped him become more creative in his interpretation and expression of intricate performances. In order to hone his physical acting abilities, which were essential for his future success, Patrick also taught mime and movement lessons during this time. It was evidence of Patrick Duffy's tenacity and resolve to overcome hardship in addition to being a matter of ongoing education. Patrick Duffy was finally prepared to leave the shadows of failure behind and move on after overcoming adversity. Duffy took a daring choice with a strong sense of resolve and an unwavering spirit. In order to fulfill his ambition of becoming a professional actor, he relocated to Los Angeles in the early 1970s. This was the beginning of his actual career in showbiz. What do you think of Patrick Duffy right away? Is it the life lessons he received from his working-class upbringing or his tenacity throughout the difficult early years? If you enjoy Patrick Duffy, please leave a comment with your opinions and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that we can take you on a journey to learn about his life's inspirational tales. Early career. Arriving in Los Angeles in the early 1970s, Patrick Duffy had a degree in drama and a strong desire to enter the competitive entertainment industry. He began with modest steps, just like thousands of other young performers who arrived in Hollywood, and he worked hard to establish his reputation in a challenging and fiercely competitive setting. However, Duffy realized that the road to stardom would never be smooth, so he never let rejection or disappointment deter him. Patrick Duffy's early career consisted of a number of small parts, ranging from supporting parts in movies to unidentified characters in television shows. Being a guest star on television programs like Switch and The Doctors was one of the first significant events in his career. Despite not giving him a big break right away, these parts were crucial stepping stones that allowed him to develop his acting career and network in the business. Duffy's first major break came in 1976 when he was cast in the lead role of the science fiction series Man from Atlantis, following years of struggling with supporting parts. This was Duffy's first leading part and a significant chance to demonstrate his range of acting abilities. He played Mark Harris in the episode, a mysterious Atlantean guy with webbed hands and fish-like feet who could survive underwater. Man from Atlantis presented a significant challenge because of its physically demanding scenes, but it was also an ideal opportunity to practice the mime and movement techniques he had honed during his prior teaching career. Despite its brief one-season run, Man from Atlantis served as a significant springboard for Patrick Duffy's career. In addition to helping him leave an impact on viewers, the show gave him a lot of opportunities in the entertainment sector. Duffy rose to fame on television, setting the stage for one of his most famous parts, that of Bobby Ewing in Dallas. For Patrick Duffy, this was the unforgettable start of a lengthy and colorful career in show business. After appearing in Man from Atlantis as a young actor with webbed hands and feet, Duffy went on to become a crucial figure in American television history. From then on, his career took off in terms of both cultural influence and notoriety. Successful career Patrick Duffy formally cemented his status as one of the world's biggest television performers in 1978. In addition to making him famous, his portrayal of Bobby Ewing in the popular television series Dallas made him a representation of loyalty and moral character. With millions of fans worldwide excitedly following the power battles inside the wealthy Ewing family, Dallas was more than just a typical television program, it became a global phenomenon. Patrick Duffy played Bobby Ewing, the brother who was the total antithesis of his cunning older brother, Jr., for more than 10 years. Portrayed by Larry Hagman as Ewing, Dallas was fueled by this contrast, which made it incredibly appealing to viewers. As Jr. Bobby, who was always planning and scheming to get more authority, was a representation of justice, honesty, and family loyalty. Many viewers found Duffy's portrayal of Bobby Ewing to be admirable, particularly because of the character's internal conflicts when faced with tough choices. But Duffy made the decision to leave Dallas in 1985. Many fans were astonished and disappointed when the producers decided to murder off Bobby Ewing. Although this choice was a major turning point in Duffy's career, the scene in which Bobby dies in a vehicle accident ended up being one of the most tragic in the series. He wanted to push himself with more varied parts at the time and look for fresh prospects outside of the archetype of the noble hero. But Duffy didn't get the breakthrough he was hoping for after leaving Dallas. Duffy made the decision to go back to Dallas after attempting a number of ventures that did not come out as planned. One of the most daring storyline twists in American television history resulted from this. The death of Bobby Ewing was deleted as a mere dream. One of the most famous scenes in television history is when Bobby reappears in the shower, leaving his wife Pamela speechless and ecstatic. After much waiting, fans were able to glimpse their hero once more. Both contentious and well-received, this turn of events swiftly brought Dallas back to its previous splendor. With Duffy's comeback, Dallas continued to have tremendous success in the late 1980s and early 1990s. In addition to being Dallas' heyday, this was also a time of great success for Duffy's career. As a result of his sponsorships and positions as a spokesperson for numerous well-known businesses, he rose to prominence on television. Patrick Duffy changed his course entirely when Dallas concluded in 1991. He took the decision to enter the sitcom genre and immediately established himself in the popular 1990s family comedy Step by Step. Duffy demonstrated his adaptability and comedic acting abilities in the part of Frank Lambert, a single father dealing with numerous difficulties in raising his kids. In addition to giving him a new look, Step by Step cemented his status as one of the most adored TV actors. Patrick Duffy demonstrated in Step by Step that he was not simply a superb drama actor but also a master of lighthearted humor. The warmth and comedy that Duffy brought to the screen captivated audiences once more. Step by Step became a staple of Friday nights for millions of families throughout its 7 seasons, which ran from 1991 to 1998. Patrick Duffy, though, didn't stop there. Following the conclusion of Step by Step, he continued to play significant parts in a number of other TV shows, including The Bold and the Beautiful, and he didn't be afraid to try out new roles. He's shown his versatility and impact in the entertainment sector by even attempting to direct. In addition to his legendary performances, Patrick Duffy's remarkable career has been characterized by his tenacity, fortitude, and capacity for change. From Bobby Ewing to Frank Lambert, from drama to humor, he consistently gave his audience genuine and honest performances, whether in dramatic or lighthearted roles. With a career spanning more than 40 years, Duffy demonstrated that he was more than just a celebrity. Are there any aspects of Patrick Duffy that you find particularly memorable? To ensure you never miss out on additional motivational tales about your favorite celebrity, remember to hit the subscribe button after sharing your story in the comments section. Private life beneath the dazzling stage lights and thunderous cheers, Patrick Duffy is a devoted family guy who always looks for tranquility in his private life. But despite his serene grin and open manner, his life has not been without tragedy and difficulties, things that no one would anticipate. Both great joy and great sadness have been experienced by Duffy. Patrick Duffy's intense love for his wife, Carlin Rosser, was one of the most unique facets of his personal life. Duffy was still a relatively unknown young actor when they first met in the early 1970s. Duffy was 10 years older than Carlin Rosser, a gifted ballet dancer who was also married at the time. But age and situation couldn't stop their love from becoming too powerful. The two made the decision to begin a new life together, letting go of all previous attachments. This love, which lasted for over 40 years, was more than just a typical romance. In addition to making Duffy happy, his marriage to Carlin fundamentally altered his course in life. The faith that became a major source of spiritual strength for Duffy was Nichiren Buddhism, which Carlin introduced him to. Duffy has publicly said that he first practiced Buddhism merely to be nearer to Carlin. Nonetheless, it quickly became a vital aspect of his life and assisted him in overcoming significant obstacles. He was able to strike a balance between his family life and professional accomplishment because to this philosophy. Carlin Rosser and Patrick Duffy were legally wed in 1974. They created a happy family with 2 boys over their more than 40-year marriage. Born in 1974, their eldest child, Patrick Terrence Duffy, carries on his father's love of production and playwriting. Born about 1980, their second son, Connor Duffy, continued his father's career in entertainment by making appearances on television programs like Arrested Development. Duffy always put his family first, even though his job frequently necessitated a hectic schedule and frequent travel. Duffy established a tranquil and purposeful life at their Oregon ranch with Carlin and their 2 sons. The Duffy family shared their love of art and the peace and quiet of nature there, as evidenced by their renowned art collection, which includes priceless pieces by well-known artists. But the ostensibly ideal delight was met with an unfathomable suffering. Carlin Rosser lost her fight with cancer in 2017. There was a huge hole in Duffy's life after her passing. It was a huge emotional shock for him to lose his life companion, his soulmate, after more than 40 years of being together. Duffy has not held back while expressing his feelings in numerous interviews, revealing that he still feels Carlin's presence every single moment despite her being gone. Duffy once said, "I still hear her voice, still feel her presence in every breath, with great feeling." Duffy's Buddhist beliefs brought him serenity. According to him, life is a sequence of changes, and although Carlin is no longer physically there, their spiritual bond endures. He was able to endure the most trying time and carry on with his life because to this belief. But Patrick Duffy is not one to give up on hope and love easily. Duffy, who had been living alone for a while, found unexpected solace. Fresh love. Amidst the COVID-19 epidemic in 2020, Duffy started dating Linda Pearl, an actress who was well known from the Happy Days television series. After reconnecting via a friend's text group, the two began establishing a close bond through internet chats. Duffy revealed that he never imagined he would find love again, and that love found them in an unexpected way. He feels like he has a fresh start in life and new delight because of his friendship with Pearl. In addition to finding new love, Duffy and Pearl worked together on joint business endeavors. They started a sourdough bread initiative named Duffy's Dough in 2022. This endeavor allows them to express their love and creativity via their product in addition to their mutual love of eating. For Duffy, baking bread is a means of sharing family values and the simplicity of life, in addition to being a business. Duffy continues to demonstrate his willingness to take on new challenges with his own project, Dough. Later legacy and career. Following the conclusion of Step by Step in 1998, Patrick Duffy embarked on a new stage in his career, showcasing his versatility and unwavering commitment to the arts. He broadened his involvement in the entertainment sector, especially in directing and producing, rather than merely standing in front of the camera. Duffy's comeback as Bobby Ewing in the 2012 Dallas revival was one of his biggest achievements following Step by Step. The return of this iconic program was eagerly anticipated by fans, and it attracted a lot of attention when Patrick Duffy rejoined with his 2 former co-stars Larry Hagman as Jr. Linda Gray and Ewing as Sue Ellen. Even though a lot of time had gone by, Dallas' allure had never diminished, and Duffy's Bobby Ewing was still a central figure in the series. But the entire ensemble was devastated when Larry Hagman passed away from cancer in 2012. Nevertheless, the Dallas rebirth evoked happy memories of the venerable series, and Duffy was instrumental in maintaining its legacy. Patrick Duffy played a number of additional parts in television shows outside of Dallas, including The Bold and the Beautiful. Between 2006 and 2011, he portrayed Stephen Logan. As he moved from the heroic role in Dallas to a more nuanced character in The Bold and the Beautiful, his performance in this soap opera demonstrated his versatility as an actor. By taking on a variety of projects, including comedies, dramas, and even avant-garde endeavors like the 2016 art documentary Hotel Dallas, Duffy kept reinventing himself. Duffy, however, pursued a career in directing in addition to performing. Throughout the 1980s, he directed numerous Dallas episodes, showcasing his ability both on and off camera. His standing in the entertainment sector was further cemented as he began to direct subsequent projects. Patrick Duffy has always been creative and prepared to try new things in the business world. He and his girlfriend, Linda Pearl, started Duffy's Dough, a sourdough bread company, in 2022. In addition to showcasing his love of cuisine, this endeavor demonstrated his inventiveness and spirit of entrepreneurship, even in his 70s. Patrick Duffy has worked for more than 40 years, but he has never really retired. He is always looking for new methods to continue his legacy and make a contribution to the entertainment business. Duffy leaves behind more than just his iconic parts in Step by Step and Dallas. He is also remembered as an artist who never gives up, never stops creating, and lives life to the fullest. From Frank Lambert to Bobby Ewing, Patrick Duffy has crafted timeless characters that fans will always remember as role models. His legacy is not limited to the movies and television series he starred in, it also includes the way he lived, confronting life's setbacks and obstacles head-on. Duffy is a representation of tenacity since he never gives up in the face of difficulty and keeps a positive attitude. One aspect of Patrick Duffy's lengthy and continuously renewed career has remained constant: his passion and commitment to acting. He has had a significant impact on fans' hearts and contributed to the creation of an enduring legacy in American television history with his unwavering efforts. Present life: Patrick Duffy's present life combines the peace of nature with the delight of spending time with those he loves. In addition to having lived through the peaks of success and celebrity, he has also learned to value life's small pleasures and peaceful times. After all of life's ups and downs, Duffy says that his greatest value is the ability to achieve inner calm, which he has spent years cultivating. Moments of introspection as the sun sets, baking bread with Linda, or peaceful mornings on the ranch. For Patrick Duffy, all of them comprise a straightforward yet significant life. He has seen both the heyday of his profession and unfathomable tragedy, but ultimately, he has found comfort in the little things. Patrick Duffy is still an inspiration to many people, even in his 70s. He has had a full and emotionally rich life, as seen by his tenacity, optimism, and capacity for change. In addition to his legendary roles, he has made a lasting effect by living life to the fullest and embracing life's unexpected turns. Actor Patrick Duffy has influenced a portion of American television history, but he is more than that. In addition, he is a man who understands the value of life. Currently, he still motivates people with his lifestyle. A life full of love, in balance with the natural world, and ever receptive to new delights. Even in his 70s, Duffy is a living example of how life can always deliver the most amazing and surprising things if you have an open heart and are prepared to welcome them. Through his life's journey, Patrick Duffy has not only made an impression on the screen but also on our hearts. A path that is both full of loss and highs and lows, but also full of optimism. Please feel free to share any unique feelings his narrative has evoked in the comments section so we may reflect on his contributions and recognize the principles he instilled in us. Remember to share this video with Patrick Duffy's admirers if you find it useful. For more motivational tales about Hollywood celebrities, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the upcoming video.